It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you in the house with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It is the NBA playoffs. We've been waiting a
Here in San Antonio, the Tower of the Americas, standing 750 feet tall in the center of Hemisphere Park. A playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game one. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. With Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. It's the Los Angeles Clippers taking on San Antonio. You look at San Antonio, they're the #1 seed. They'll be tough to handle, no doubt about it.
And while I expect them to win this game and potentially win big, this is a team that really plays well on their home floor. And if they do that, they can really set the tone for this series.
Well, we'll see if they can capitalize. I mean, that's what you work hard all regular season for, is to have the advantage of game one in your building. I'm with you there. I think you've got to give them the early nod as favorites.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. Parker with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Outside, Green. The feed now to Parker. Just 5 to shoot. No luck, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Bogdanovich, and the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Doc Rivers. You can put Coach in the crowd that feels game one is the most important game in the series. He said to take the first game on the road would put us in the driver's seat from a mental advantage as well as a home court advantage. Guys?
All right, Doris, thanks. And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Paul kicks to Crawford. No good off the front iron. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Over in the corner, Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here is Paul. Griffin a screen on Green. And it's Paul penetrating. And that one's good.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Parker's shot is off.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Bogdanovich. Empty that time from Leonard.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Green. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
Now, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
A good old-fashioned chin check right there.
And he gets the bucket. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Right side, Green. It's tipped. Parker against Paul. It's Parker with the drive. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Parker's got his first points in this one.
I mean, Tony Parker's just showing us how it's done with that beautiful shot of his.
To the left side wing. Paul passes to Jordan, and that one is stuffed right through.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Here's the screen. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Nice work there coming off the screen. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
Paul outside. Right side, Griffin. Right side, Leonard. Shoots. And another basket for San Antonio.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge. Always.
Clippers trail by 4. Paul outside. Down low. Here's Crawford. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Leonard. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Leonard's got 8.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Paul kicks to Crawford. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips. Down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Now here is Aldridge. And Griffin sends it back. Fast break. Here we go. 80 that time from Leonard.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
From deep. Aldridge can't get that one to fall. The Clippers trail. And Bogdanovich kicks to Crawford. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Here's Gasol, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Clippers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Crawford kicks to Griffin. Here's Bogdanovich. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Paul. That's good. Paul's got 6 points.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, Parker.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Otto Ginobili's checked in for San Antonio. And the Clippers with a change here, too. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. Outside Leonard. Dishes to Gasol. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Now let's take a brief moment to see which teams were the best at shooting the ball from deep in the regular season. In fourth, the Spurs.
Boy, this team has an awful lot of confidence, Kevin, from behind the three-point line. I think in large measure because they have multiple three-point shooters. They don't have to rely on 1 or 2 guys. They've got a number of capable three-point shooters, and that gives you confidence as a team. We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Parker against Paul. Poked loose. Parker with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
And Bogdanovich kicks the ball. Here's Griffin, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, good job to take it right at me.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Bargnani is checked in for Jordan. And it's Rivers in for Paul. Ginobili attacking. Here's Aldridge. The shot is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. And the wide open shot from Redick. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Here's Rivers, following the score by Tony Parker. To the middle. Spurs working the ball around now. Nobody near Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Manu Ginobili. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why. We and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Bogdanovich. Now, here is Bargnani. Picked by Bargnani. Rivers with it. Gasol covering. High, arcing shot. Shot's good from Bargnani.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Parker outside. Aldridge with a screen on Rivers. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Lock at 6. He had a nice open look right there.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Rivers. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Down low, here's Bargnani. Rejected by Gasol. And they get it back. The shot by Redick, no good.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Ginobili attacking. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Gasol passes to Aldridge. Feeds to Leonard. To the middle. Here's Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Lee's checked in for Aldridge. Carter comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mills in for Parker. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Calderon's checked in. Redick with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Shoots.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Ginobili kicks to Mills. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. The offensive rebound. Lee dishes to Carter. That's good. Carter's got his first points of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Redick. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Off the screen, and there's Bargnani on the assist from Redick.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Mills. Ginobili kicks to Gasol. To the left wing. Lee against Griffin. To the paint. Kicks it out to Ginobili. And the shot no good, a bit short. Clippers trail by 11. Calderon passes to Bargnani. Griffin sets the screen for Redick. Calderon in the corner. All sorts of time. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Redick after the basket by San Antonio. Back to Griffin. To the wing on the left. Banked in off the glass.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's Mills for three. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And Austin Rivers making NBA history last season. His father, Doc, is the head coach, of course, of the Clippers. And he talked about what it's like to play for his dad. Always an entertaining dynamic when you have a father coaching his son. We've seen it in college basketball a few times in the past, most recently at UCLA. But this, Clark, this is a first in the NBA.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't make any difference in the case of Doc and Austin Rivers. I mean, he's just one of the Clippers, and Doc doesn't treat him any differently.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Crawford out there with Bargnani. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Calderon in at the two-guard spot. And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Shot clock at 5. Mills with the steal. And the wide-open shot from Green. And again, it's... San Antonio with a three.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Paul kicks to Calderon. Jordan the screen. Top of the key, Bargnani. San Antonio with the rebound. Pass to Gasol. Lets it go from deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Bargnani's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. The drive by Paul. And he gets it to go. Paul's got 8 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here's Calderon following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Carter against Crawford. 5 to shoot. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Carter dishes to Mills. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
San Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his first foul. And it's the Clippers with the ball. They trail by 14. And Bogdanovich kicks to Bargnani. 6 to shoot. That one goes. Count it. Bargnani's got 6 points.
That's a terrific set that they just ran.
To the inside, here's Aldridge, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Bogdanovich, offline with his 3.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Clippers trail by 14. Crawford against Green. And the pass to Bogdanovich. Clippers moving the ball around. Crawford's shot is good.
They just call him buckets, Jamal Crawford. His shot, a thing of beauty.
Parker passes to Leonard. And the 3 off target. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Now here's Parker. Kicks to Leonard. Tries from 10. San Antonio again missing. Clippers trail by 10. And here we go again. The Clippers on the break. Parker with the steal. Crawford with the steal. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Checking out the game Jamal Crawford is having. He's got 8 points and the 1 steal.
For Los Angeles, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Both free throws good from Crawford.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And here is Parker. Here's the screen. Off the screen. They get it again. Another shot. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Clippers trail by 10. Crawford with the ball. 10 points for him. Hall. Nice shot from the wing. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter. And for the Spurs, they're shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Leonard dishes to Aldridge. Goes up off the pick. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Bargnani. Green against Crawford. Knocks it loose. Parker with the steal. To the paint, and now it's Leonard running. Here we go, all the way.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Here's Paul, and the rejection by Leonard. In transition, here come the Spurs. Green kicks to Aldridge. Parker outside. He dishes it to Dedmon. There's a good screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Aldridge, and he uses the glass on the layup. Aldridge has got 10 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 6. The drive by Paul, and Parker with the block. And they're able to recover. Offensive rebound. Here's Bogdanovich. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Leonard the pass to Aldridge. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Aldridge has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense. I mean, it's all been terrific.
Here's Parker following the basket by Blake Griffin. Here's Leonard, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Leonard playing extremely well. He's got 17 points and 4 assists. Sensational stuff from him in this half.
Hey, guys, he's got a little bit of bounce in that step.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green. The Clippers also making some changes. Redick comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. Rivers kicks to Bogdanovich. There's the pick. Pass to Redick off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Rivers dishes to Bogdanovich. Jordan the pass to Griffin. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Now here is Aldridge. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And let's quickly look at the best free throw shooting point guards from the regular season. A very steady group at the line. In the 3rd position, Tony Parker. And, of course, Chris Paul.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Yeah, typically you're going to find your best free throw shooters at that point guard spot. But it doesn't happen automatically. I mean, these fellas are consistently working and practicing to keep that percentage as high as it is.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Inside, here's Ginobili. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 6th assist on the night. Clippers trail by 15. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Rivers a screen on Leonard. Redick for 3, and he gets it to go. Redick's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Jordan. Manu Ginobili unable to get his shot to go. Jordan the screen. And Redick kicks to Jordan. He feeds it to Rivers. They get it back. Goes back up. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. The Clippers haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. Free throw good, Jordan.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pau Gasol is checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Lee comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mills in for Parker. Los Angeles calls timeout. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
But they get it back. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ginobili's got 7 points. Clippers trail by 13. The dish now to Bogdanovich. They set the screen. It's tipped. Bills with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end. Steals fast. Break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
There's the double team with Ginobili. Griffin against Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on David Lee.
Some good play from Griffin in this one. 12 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
That one is no good. Spurs leading by 14. It's tipped. Carter kicks to Lee. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Bogdanovich dishes to Rivers. Griffin, no one around him. And again, no good by the Clippers. San Antonio's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Really left alone that time. Mills has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Spurs.
Boy, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first.
Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. Left side, Griffin. Jacks up a 3. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is get down to 14 points now in the basket from Bogdanovich.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Now here's Lee. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Carter, the pass to Lee. He kicks to Gasol. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, the big man rocking the rim. Good aggressive finish right there.
And usually he leaves those to his teammates.
And you know, guys, with his length, I think he needs to attack the basket much more. Those dunks should be routine for him.
And through one half, it hasn't.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And in this completely jam-packed, checking out the Spurs. Boy, have they ever started this series off on the right foot. They've thrown down the gauntlet here in Game 1 with their intensity and effectiveness on both ends of the floor. Now, they've got a little bit of an intimidation factor going in. All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the...
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Parker in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here's Paul. Outside Griffin. Back to Paul. The feed to Bogdanovich. Green with the block. Leonard kicks to Parker. Lets it go with the 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 5th assist in this one.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Now here's Crawford. 10 points for him. Dishes to Griffin. Puts it up from 12. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Griffin's got 15.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Crawford with the steal. Here's Paul. And he lays it up and in. He's got 12.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Spurs leading by 15. Parker with it. And Crawford picks him up defensively. Green kicks to Parker. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Aldridge, no one around him. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Paul dishes to Griffin. Picked away. In transition, here come the Spurs. A 3 from Leonard. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 82% accuracy.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Clippers trail by 18. Paul outside. Shot on the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. Green, the pass to Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. And Leonard gets it to go.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Now Crawford. 10 points for him. From 13, the shot is off. Great D that time from Green. Spurs leading by 20. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Out to Parker. Shot clock at 6. Aldridge up on top. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 16 points for Aldridge.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Paul, no one around him. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Paul's got 14 points.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Jose Calderon, he's checked in for the Clippers. Spurs have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now here's Paul. 14 points for him. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Now here's Crawford following the miss by Tony Parker. To the inside, Griffin. That's good.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
San Antonio making a switch here. Lee's checked in. Bargnani is checked in for Los Angeles.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Parker against Paul. Parker with the steal. Green left side. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 9th assist in the game now. Clippers trail by 20. Paul outside. From 10 feet out, it's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Crawford kicks to Bargnani. Calderon has the open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Calderon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lee, a screen on Paul. Parker outside. And it's Leonard top of the key. And the Spurs scoring again.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Clippers trail by 19. Paul outside. Uncovered. Offensive rebound. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
He just never looks comfortable when he's that far away from the basket.
Calderon with it. Now Green defending. Calderon dishes to Paul. Feeds it to Bargnani. Another one falls for the Clippers.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Well, looking back at the regular season now at the leaderboard of the highest scoring small forwards. These guys putting up the offense, trying to get their teams to the playoffs. Kawhi Leonard on top.
You know, call him whatever you want. The bottom line is he just finds a way to score. And when he gets going, he can tear the rest of the NBA to shreds.
Well, there's no question he is the priority for any defense they're up against. He's impossible to shut down entirely, so you just want to slow him down from his spot on the wing.
And he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Clippers trail by 19. Up top, Rivers. Covered by Parker. Redick with the 3. That's good. Redick's got 6.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Lee, a screen on Rivers. Parker passes to Lee. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Spurs have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. A different look now for San Antonio. Pau Gasol is checked in for Aldridge. Ginobili comes in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Now here's Calderon. Griffin sets the screen for Calderon. Outside Griffin. 6 to shoot. Griffin sets the screen for Rivers. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Jordan's checked in. And here is Los Angeles now. 17-point game. The Clippers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. The free throw drops for Rivers. Rivers hits both of them. San Antonio's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Inside, here's Mills. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Mills has got 8 points.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Redick with it. Leonard picks him up. Here is Calderon. And the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside for Gasol. Ginobili gets a wide open look. Here's Lee. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And another fast break for San Antonio. The Spurs are running. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Leonard kicks to Ginobili. Now here's Mills. He's got 8. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Leonard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Griffin's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Redick. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 10.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Shots good by Mills.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Rivers. Griffin attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Griffin's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Ginobili with the 3. Jordan with the rebound. Clippers trail by 20. Redick dishes to Griffin. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Leonard. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. It's stolen by Calderon. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. Here's Redick. The shot will not go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Screen by Lee. Ginobili against Calderon. The drive by Lee. The 3. Mills can't hit.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
That drops. 6 points for Austin Rivers.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The pass to Ginobili. seconds on the shot clock, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good, and the Clippers making a change here. Both free throws good from Ginobili. Now here's Rivers, covered by Mills. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Clippers have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. So he gets them both. Here's the 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. Clippers trail by 18. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Now here's Griffin. Puts up the baby hook. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Griffin's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers. Anderson passes to Aldridge. There's a good screen. Here's Simmons. D2 from Anderson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Count the bucket.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Spurs leading by 14. And here is Parker. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Crawford with the steal. And here they come. On up the court. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those 2 things are hand in glove when they work together.
And so here are the Clippers. After the basket by San Antonio. Jordan up top. It's Crawford with the drive, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 14 points for Jamal Crawford.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Clippers trail by 12. Right at the free throw line, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And that one misses. And he sinks the second. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Parker with it. Fires top of the key. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. It's Crawford on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Bogdanovich. And again, no good by the Clippers.
1 made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Outside Aldridge. Kicks to Dedmon. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Aldridge. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Paul kicks to Jordan. Back to Paul. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Paul. The basket drops, and he gets fouled. On the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Spurs leading by 11. Leonard attacking Aldridge. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
It's Crawford on the wing. Fires the three. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Spurs have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Aldridge drives in. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Aldridge has got 9 points now in just the second half. Paul dishes to Crawford. Left side, Griffin. Jordan the screen. Crawford, no luck.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Clippers trail by 15. Paul outside. Crawford is screen on Parker. Paul passes to Crawford. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Spurs leading by 13. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Outside Leonard. They set the pick. Clock at 6. Back to Aldridge. He's feeling it. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Here's Paul, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Paul against Parker. Paul goes in. It's deflected. Pass to Leonard. Aldridge against Jordan. Aldridge kicks to Green. Green missing again.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now here's Crawford. Kicks it out to Paul. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Paul's got 22 points.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. And here is Paul. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Paul outside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Bogdanovich kicks to Jordan. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
And here's Green outside. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Passes to Bogdanovich. To the middle. It's deflected. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Ball's knocked loose, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Great screen that time by Crawford.
San Antonio leading by 11. Parker with it. Chris Paul covering. It's Parker with the drive, and it's blocked by Jordan. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Spurs. 22 is their biggest lead. There's Green, plenty of space. San Antonio again missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Crawford gets it to go on the assist by Paul. Crawford's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Now Parker. Gasol, a screen on Paul. Gasol goes in. Green kicks to Gasol. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. And Leonard gets it to go.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
To the paint. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Green against Crawford. There's the dish to Aldridge. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
We've seen LaMarcus Aldridge getting it done. 8 rebounds and some big-time point production as well.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
He has still not missed a shot. Where would they be today without him?
Gasol, a screen on Paul. Parker kicks to Gasol. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's Paul. Jordan at the elbow. And it's sent back by Aldridge. They retain possession. Griffin. The open shot by Leonard. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 12. Paul kicks to Griffin. And the layup's good off the glass. Griffin's got 26 points.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Now here's Parker. Aldridge fires. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Aldridge has got 30 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
A different look now for San Antonio. Dwayne Dedmon comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and pop.
And finished off by Leonard.
The score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water. My man is going for the jugular.
The finish rips down the breakaway slam.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Paul kicks to Griffin. The jump hook. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Griffin's got 17 now, just in the second half. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Shot's good by Mills.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half. A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in game one of the series for the Spurs.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Leonard. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Boomer's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Bargnani comes in for Blake Griffin. J.J. Redick's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Calderon in for Chris Paul. Crawford's shot is good.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Aldridge is screened. Dedmon dishes to Leonard. Down low. And a strong finish with two hands.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Now here's Calderon. Redick passes to Stone. And Redick now got the key. To the paint, kicks it out to Bargnani. Leonard with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist from Leonard. That's now 32 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
It's Crawford with the drive. Here's Bargnani with the three.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, LaMarcus, we saw you take the hit and play aggressively in getting to the line. Is that something that just sort of happened the way this one played out, or is that more of a focus that Coach wants to see from you?
Yeah, I think, I definitely was doing it. I think I definitely, have, more confidence in it now, so, I'll do it more.
Playing physically in the post, always important. Lamar.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
Starting out the series, this is a huge...
And we are still early in the postseason. There's more...